We're gonna go over our X guard. This is what we've been doing this month, this week. Okay, I want to go ahead and start from my butterfly guard. I'm gonna use both of my hooks right here behind the legs. And sometimes when the person has a really good base, I can try and rattle that base I like to use my hands and my legs because my hands and legs are stronger. But I'll give them a little push and pull like I'm riding a little tricycle like a bear in the circus, all right? I want to loosen up the legs like that, okay? Now when I'm ready, I'm gonna put both my hands on the leg. I'm right on my knee. I'm gonna stretch out my leg and I follow it with my hand. That's gonna help me use my leg and my hand to both bring the person this way and simultaneously shoot me under into my X guard position, okay? Now the back leg is always gonna come up from the back through the high end of the hips, kind of like you want to kick them in the nuts, okay? So I'm going to come through right here. This is my control at the high end. This is my control at the low end of the joint, okay? So from one end of the knee to the high end of the hips, I've got control, okay? Now first basic takedown we're going to do from right here is I'm going to bring my leg from the high end down to the bottom end, okay? Now when I do this, I want to make sure that my legs, my opponent's leg is shelved onto my shoulder or onto my neck. I don't want it down here because when I start to push their weight off, they can still find balance onto their leg. So if I'm right here, it'll give a little shelf between my shoulder and the floor that'll help keep their foot off the ground, okay? Now what I'm gonna do again is I'm gonna drop from the high end with this foot to the low end with this one, so two legs are stronger than one. I'm gonna fully extend his leg and hold at least one leg there. I can use this one to get up right here, or if it so suits me, I can switch and use this one, okay? Whatever, it's just a personal preference, okay? From right here, you've got this foot on the ground, you've got this hand on the ground. I'm just gonna switch my hips like I'm doing a technical get-up, and I'm gonna put all my weight onto my opponent's shoulder, leg with my shoulder. So I switch, come through right here, and now I wanna break posture. I wanna make sure that they don't get away from me or start trying to build back up. So from right here, I keep my hand flat or my forearm flat into the cusp of the knee, and I want to drag them back. So as they start to build up, I can break them back down and come through here. Okay, now the catch wrestling aspect of what we're doing is I need to keep this side of his hip flat. Okay, if he wants to get up here or save this leg, he has to elevate that other end of his body. Okay, and that's going to start to be his out. So to keep that leg heavy, I'm going to lean onto his hips right there. Okay, so now if he wants to get out, okay, he's kind of stuck in this position. And now to finish this, I can either continue to just torque, or I can find the heel and then use this heel to simultaneously create pressure on the opposite end of his toes. Okay, but I want to make sure that I'm leaning this way to take all the torque out of his leg right here. So when I turn, it takes minimal effort, okay? So one more time, let me do this all the way through so we can see without any stops, okay? So again, I'm going to come through here, find my angle to my X guard. Leg in the back goes up, and then drops down. Full extension from right here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my knees, break my opponent down, lean onto this far side leg, find the heel, and then turn into it. That's that position.